After the talking of components of government budget, now it's time to move towards the balanced and unbalanced budgets. So as I have written here for you, balanced and unbalanced budgets. So first we will be discussing about the balanced budget. Balanced budget is a situation when government receipts are equal to the government expenditure. So it may not be the situation of all the time. That is why we will be discussing unbalanced budget as well. So there may be mainly two types of budgets. First is balanced budget and second one is unbalanced budget. First we will see about the balanced budget. As I told you that balanced budget is a situation where government receipts are equal to the government expenditure. Dear learners, when we say about the government receipts, it means the estimated government receipts or estimated budgetary receipts. And when we say the government expenditure, it means the estimated budgetary expenditure of the government. So here government receipts and government expenditure are equals to each other. Now we will see about the merits and demerits of the balanced budget. As far as the merits are concerned, first one is government does not indulge in wasteful expenditure. What is wasteful expenditure over here? Suppose the budget is not balanced. It is in the deficit form. What is the deficit means? Means the budgetary expenditure is greater than the budgetary receipts. That we will be discussing or that will be talked later on in details. So in that situation, government has to increase its expenditure. Government has to borrow money from the international sources, from the commercial banks or RBI as well. So in this case, as the balance budget is in balance, so government does not indulge in wasteful expenditure. So there is no need for getting indulged in the wasteful expenditure as budget is already balanced. The receipts are equal to the expenditure. So no need to take any kind of loans or any kind of borrowings from anywhere else. It ensures financial stability. Of course, there is a dream for every economy. There is a dream for every government that to ensure the financial stability in the economy. If there will be financial stability, there will be more opportunity for the foreign investors, more flourishness of the economy will be there. So everybody is looking forward to get the balanced budget. Now, so it ensures financial stability, but of course there are certain situations in which balanced budget is not required. Just think about the situation of Great Depression, from where the birth of the macroeconomics came from. And yes, of course, the John Maynard Keynes, the father of macroeconomics, criticized, and along with there were some other economists, contemporary economists, who criticized this scenario of balanced budget on the following points. So it was the first time during the Great Depression in 1930 when this phenomena of balanced budget was highly criticized, and this is due to the following: it does not offer any solution to the problem of unemployment. Remember, my friends, that during the Great Depression the big problem was the unemployment. Unemployment was there, and the problem of AD, as it does not involve, and it does not deals with the problem of AD, with the problem of unemployment, so it has a demerits as well. The second one is it is not conducive to growth in less developed countries. Less developed countries like India we are talking for. India is a less developed countries, and in less developed countries there is a need for increase the government expenditure or to increase the investment expenditure of the government. So as there is no scope for increasing the government expenditure over here, so increase the investment expenditure of the government to increase the employment opportunities. So it has its demerits also during the Great Depression, or it is not suitable for the time of depression. So this is what the balanced budget is all about. Now it's very simple. You can take it or you can understand it easily. Now we are moving towards the unbalanced budget. Unbalanced budget is further of two types. First one is surplus budget, second one is deficit budget. So here I have written the information related to the surplus budget. What is surplus budget? It indicates that government receipts are greater than the government expenditure. Means here the receipts are more than the expenditure. So if receipts are more than the estimated expenditure, it means the budget is in surplus. Of course, it is good, it is useful to combat inflation. If inflation is there, AD is greater than AS, then to combat it is very useful. How it will combat inflation? There are two ways by which we can control the inflation, as we have discussed in the third unit, determination of income, output and employment. During the inflationary pressures, what government has to do? Government has to increase its revenue. So government will increase, so it will combat inflation by increasing government revenues and by decreasing government expenditure. So this is how it will be useful to combat inflationary situation. So it is useful in case of inflation, and as far as the demerits of surplus budgets are concerned, again it is not useful in case of depression. It tends to lower the level of aggregate demand, AD, hence not required in case of depression, as during the 1930, when most of the European nations were facing this depression crisis. So in this type of situation, it is not useful at all. So now you can pause the video to note it down. Then I will tell you about the deficit budget, which is very much required in case of less developed or developing countries like India. Okay learners, now I have written the deficit budget. Now what is the situation of deficit budget? It is a key instrument in a country like India, or it is very useful for less developing countries. It is a situation when government expenditure is greater than government receipts. So it is a common phenomena in a country like India, where expenditures are more, estimated expenditures are more than the estimated receipts. So as far as the merits are concerned, it is a key instrument to correct the state of depression. As I have told you, in the case of this balanced budget, it is not required for the depression period, and as well as the surplus budget, which is further not required for the depression period. So it is very useful in the case of Great Depression. And John Maynard Keynes, along with some other modern economists, emphasize its merits, that it can combat the depressionary pressures very well. And as far as the demerit is concerned, yes, it is not desired during inflation. Means during the inflationary situation, it cannot be used. As I have told you that in case of the surplus budget, it is useful in that particular situation, but in case of the deficit budget, it is not desired during the inflation, because during the inflation the AD is greater than AS, and in a situation where AS cannot be increased beyond that particular level, so in that case the deficit budgeting will not take place. So that's all for today's class about the balanced and unbalanced budget. Hope you are getting and hope you will be benefited. If you have any doubts, let me know in my comment section. Please subscribe my channel and like, and don't forget to share your comment as well. Thank you.